Yo, what is going on everyone, Guiding Light here, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through the entire quest for a River's Fury. This one's filled with a bunch of puzzles, so let's just jump into it. Now, in order to get started, it tells you to detect anomalies around the room using the wind sense. So, I got one of the lost items on the left side of the room, and there's actually two more as well, but you'll notice when you go to speak to the character, they'll ask you guys to submit 3 different items to them. So, before you can get started, you will need to go and pick them up. Now, the first one I found was over here on the left. I just picked this up very quickly. Now, at that point, it will tell you to just immediately bring it back to them. I wanted to find all 3 items, but I wasn't really sure what would happen when I brought it back, so I continued around the room, and I was able to find a second item right here. Now, I actually never did find the third item because I wanted to honestly just test out what would happen if I brought back one of these items. So as you can see here, as I did this, I clicked on the vial and I pressed square at the bottom there. It says hidden items in the hall. So again, I never really found the third one. I just hit square there on that middle item, and it immediately was put into a cutscene. Now, after this cutscene was over, I was brought a little bit further into the mission where you are then directed into this puzzle room where it has you stepping on this pressure plate where water is then thrown at you. It will tell you to activate the contraption, which is a little bit tricky at first. But once clearing out the room and inspecting everything, what you need to do is use your Tai Chi ability to redirect the water towards the wheel, which is over here on the right side. So it may take you a few tries to get it perfect. The aiming is a little bit sketchy, but as soon as the water is starting to go around your character, you want to begin to spin it around, and you can see there, so long as you're patient enough, you can go ahead and activate it. It only usually takes one hit, but it's just the accuracy that becomes the problem. Now, there's going to be a ton more puzzles throughout this mission. I'll walk you guys through all of them, but they all follow pretty much the same method. So now what you'll do is you'll dive deeper. You'll come through here. There's actually a chest here on the right. Come on through deeper into here, and now the floor will begin to tremble. There's also going to be some dragon bones. I would imagine we're going to need these later, so I actually went out of my way to pick up as many of them as I could because they're scattered all over this area. You'll also get fast travel points, so you'll most likely be able to come back here if you need to. Now you can drop down to the left here. This is the way the game wants you to go, which I did not realize at first, so I doubled back very quickly as there was a chest up here that I wanted to collect very quickly because I never knew when I would be back. So if you can see here, before dropping down, you may want to come in here. There's going to be some enemies on the ground, but there's also a chest. So just grab this and then head down this way to the next section of the mission. It'll tell you guys to trace the source of the treasures. So you just continue on, go under the water there a little bit here, and you should be able to get to the next section. So there's a lot of exploring I was able to do as well throughout here. So I'll let this play out until we get to the next part of the mission. Now, once we get into this room, there's going to be a bunch of things to collect, and you'll notice there's a statue here you can lift. This is just the beginning of all the puzzles in the mission, though. It gets a little bit trickier, so I want to walk you through it, but the steps are almost the same every time. Now, you'll notice this time when you step on that pressure plate, it's going to blast some water across the way, so we're not going to be able to reach it this time. It will tell you to activate the contraption, but there's also a collectible over here on the right side. So after grabbing that, what you'll need to do is pick up the statue. You're going to take the statue and you just rest it on the pressure plate because that will keep the water flowing. Now, once the water is flowing, you can then just come across here. And even though you're far away, you can still reach with the Tai Chi ability, but you will have to position yourself right. So you get up on the edge here and activate the Tai Chi ability. And again, just fire it at the wheel, aiming for the yellow paint. Now, once you complete this, you're going to have another few more puzzles to complete. It will tell you to investigate the nearby contraption. We're going to move over here. You're going to activate this lever, which will then open up this door where you will have access to another wheel. However, this time, in order to get the water to start flowing, you have to fix the fountain. So you'll come swim across. Once you guys get across the water here, you'll notice that there's another boundary stone you can activate once you step on this pressure plate. So you step on this pressure plate and it unlocks the area here, and you'll notice that there is a fountain here to the left. This fountain can't be used straight away though, as it's broken, so you have to go and fix it. So now you'll notice that you need to go and get a part for it, which can be found here off to the right. fall down into this pool or jump through the wall, and you want to go underwater and follow my path through this dungeon where we'll then be at another puzzle. Now, I was able to find a chest as well as a ton of dragon bones while doing this, so I suggest following my path. However, you should have access to some of these areas later as well, but I will see you guys once we get to the next puzzle. So once you're out of the water, go ahead and repair the fountain. Now, what this will do is it'll make it so that once you step on the pressure plate, water will begin to flow out again. Now, what you need to do is stand over in this exact location, and I'll show you guys where you can redirect the water. This one's a little bit weird, but I'll show you guys how I was able to complete it. So you actually step on the pressure plate and then run over a bit. You'll have to do it one go at a time for every attempt. And as you can see, once you get the timing right, you can run over, step on it, the water is going to build up. So you want to have your Tai Chi ability ready. Just step on it, run over, use the ability to get ready, and then redirect your aim. So this took me a few tries, honestly, but it's not too challenging to get done once you are ready to go. You should be able to get it, fire it across, and you should be able to activate it after a few tries. So there are a few more puzzles. Like I said, I'll walk you through all of them, but now we're going to continue further as it says. So drop down. If you missed any of the chests or anything, you can grab them now. And there's a few things to investigate also. Now, again, I was able to find a ton of dragon bones and collectibles, so I'll see you guys once we get to the next objective point or the next collectible. Now, I noticed here when I came back behind the statue that there was something highlighted in red saying that you could get special loot. So I do believe this to be true. If you could come back here, it will say the sword hidden by the Dragon King, the River Master, offers this set. So I do believe you can probably find that later. I may go looking for it. But very quickly, I grabbed all of these dragon bones just in case. And when you're ready, you will have to go to this objective marker because uh this fountain is broken as well, but you're gonna have to examine these notes and all the collectibles around you. Now, this time around, it says the mechanism doesn't work yet, so I'll show you guys how to complete this. So just turn to the left. We're gonna head all the way down this hallway, and there's gonna be actually quite a bit more that we need to complete in terms of the puzzles, but I'll show you how to complete them all. So jump up these rocks, and once you get up here, what you need to do is go and pull this lever. That's going to open up this door for you. And again, very simply, you can redirect this water now over to this wheel. So once you've got the door open, step on the panel, use Tai Chi once more to just simply hit this wheel. Now, these are going to get increasingly more difficult as we continue now, but you'll notice that that's step one to activate this. It will now ask you to proceed with the investigation. So just around the corner is a chest you can grab. And then this part's a little bit tricky because when you come around here, you'll notice there's this fountain and then there's that stone that you can use as well. So I'll tell you to activate the contraption. You can do this pretty quickly by lifting up the stone. and just simply bringing it around. You'll rest it here so that the water stays on, and then run back around so that you can activate Tai Chi. And that should get you to the next step here on this water wheel. Now, using that same water, what you want to do is use Tai Chi again, but this time you're going to redirect the water to where that objective marker has now moved to. There's going to be a wheel down there where that chest will also be. Once you activate this, you can jump along the path so you don't have to worry too much about grabbing the chest straight away and just make it to the other side. Now, as you continue a bit further, you're going to hit another puzzle here with the Tai Chi water panels. What you want to do is go ahead and open up this door using this first panel. So you'll notice there's this double-sided door here, but very quickly just open up the door by using this water here. Using that water wheel, don't worry about the chest yet because you'll be able to get it after. So just drop down here, and now you'll notice that you'll have access to the other water wheel. You'll also have access to the chest, so you can grab this very quickly. Now it can get a little confusing at first, but I'll show you how you can get past this portion too. So you'll notice there's a second water wheel and a second door. You want to walk around, come back to where we started, and just simply flip this lever from the other side. Now that's going to open up this door that was locked next to you. So you're going to take this statue and you want to go ahead and place that right here. Now you're going to have to reactivate this panel once more to move the door out of the way while keeping the water on. So now you'll use Tai Chi again to go ahead and shut the door or reopen it from the top, and then walk around because that way will be shut off. So you just walk around now, and there should be water now coming through the top section. So you can use Tai Chi again from up here. Just be patient as it comes out, and then you can use Tai Chi again to go ahead and redirect it to this water wheel as well, and continue forward. Now after this, you'll be able to continue forward. We're almost done here, so you can come up top, and now we're going to repair that final fountain, which at this point I'd actually almost completely forgotten about. But you're going to come back here to where we started a few minutes back. You'll also now be able to use that fragment we just picked up to go ahead and repair the fountain, which will be down below. So just very simply drop down, repair the fountain, and then that pressure plate which we skipped over earlier, we can now use that to redirect the water to this water wheel, which will be right where we dropped down from earlier. So you'll notice here on the right side, right where we dropped down, right next to where we got that part, you can step on the plate, line yourself up with the water, and then as you grab the water, you need to turn around and redirect it to that wheel. So it's a little tricky to get that part done, but you have to basically run on and off the plate for every attempt that you make. Now after this, it's a little bit weird. You're going to drain the water, but then you have to take out the fish. They're not going to fight back or anything, but so it may take a while, but just simply take the fish's health bar down to 0. You can loot the surrounding area, and at this point, the quest should be pretty much over. Now you will go back up to the top and just simply investigate some areas, activate some things, and then perform this salute as well. Now after this, I went into a cutscene. During that cutscene, my game actually froze, so I had to restart my game. However, once I restarted my game, the cutscene was over and the quest was complete. So hopefully this walkthrough has helped you guys out. I know there was a lot of puzzles along the way, so I tried to make it as short as I could, and I will catch you in the next one.